Greetings class, it's another day for fun-filled learning. Sit back, relax, and welcome to our online virtual classroom. Before we begin our lesson for today, you have to make sure that you already took the pretest before you begin watching this instructional video. Just keep a record of your score and the date of the completion. This. Let us test your level of awareness of media organizations from which you mostly get our news. Can you guess where the media organizations to where the following logos belong? Get pen and paper. I want you to write your answer on a piece of paper. You are given 3 minutes to do this. Do not look for them in the internet. Be honest as much as possible. We will go and check your work afterwards. Your clock ticks right now. Your time is up.
Snow Music Studio. Snow Music Studio. Snow Music Studio. Snow Music Studio. Snow Music Studio.
Your
Snow Music
answers.
Studio.
Be ready. For the first one, we have TV Patrol. I know you got it right. The second one is Grappler. The third one is, of course, I know everybody got this correct, Facebook. Followed by CNN or Cable News Network. And PTV or People's Television News.
Studio.
And then, of course, one of the easiest, we have Twitter, followed by TV Maria and the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Next is your favorite channel, YouTube, followed by Metro, and of course, podcasts, One Balita Pilipinas, Radio Veritas or Radio Veritas, and the last one is the Manila Bulletin. So, count the number of your correct answers. How far did you go? If you get all of them correct, you deserve this. If you have 1 to 3 incorrect answers, you are just doing fine. But if you score lower than 7, don't be sad, don't cry, because you can try again next time.
Snow Music Studio.
news.
Snow
News
Music
are
Studio.
relevant, useful, and interesting information. They are also what people want and need to know. What is a news report? A news report is a story that is timely, describes an event of interest. It is a journalistic writing that involves discovering all relevant facts, selects and presents the
Snow Music
important
Studio.
facts, weaving them into a comprehensive story. When we say journalistic writing, it is a text or writing that follows a unique style of writing through the inverted pyramid. This is to present facts clearly, concisely, and differently. Every news story must answer six questions.
Snow Music Studio.
Those are the 5 W's and 1 H. The questions of why, where, what, when, who, and how are very
Snow Music
important.
Studio.
There are different ways of getting information from news reports. Number one, of course, is reading.
Snow Music
Before,
Studio.
we read newspapers and print media like the daily brochures and but because of technology advancements such as the internet, there is now what we call the digital print and social media
Snow
and
Music
websites.
Studio.
Now, news reports are just one click away. The second one is through listening. We listen to news reports whenever we tune in on our radio. Again, because of the technology advancements brought about by the internet, there is now a variation of newscasts through social media and other platforms.
Snow Music Studio.
People read news for how good news is. Whatever is relevant, new, and interesting entices them to read more. This is where the elements that make news come in. News, of course, also have its own values. It's what makes people read the news more. Now, we will be discussing the different news values of the newsworthy news. The first one, of course, is timeliness. Timeliness talks about the current news, which has more impact than something that happened yesterday or last week. The news media loses interest in what happens in most of the world because of this. They really want to know something about what is really going on, what is current, what is new. The next one is conflict. Readers are always interested in disagreements, arguments, and rivalries. If the event has a conflict attached to it, many readers will be interested on the basis alone. This includes stories which talk about wars, scandals, politics, and even games, especially sports. The next one is consequence. Consequence is how the story affects the readers. It is more on the impact that has on the reader, followed by human interest. Human interest talks about emotionally compelling stories. If a situation has any sort of emotional reaction, then it might contain the news elements. Remember how we love to watch telenovela, we love to hear about other people's drama. That is what we call human interest. Next one is proximity. Proximity talks about the location, how close it is to the reader. If the events happen nearby, it will impact the reader more than if it were happening somewhere else. The next one is prominence. It is how important are the people, places, and events. That is why we love to hear stories about famous people like celebrities, politicians, and even sports personalities that we love to know about more of them. The last one is oddity.
Snow Music Studio.
Oddity talks about how strange or bizarre the stories are. These are unusual events or shocking stories that catch the attention of the news readers. Now we have all the elements of
Snow Music
news.
Studio.
called the writer of the news report. They are also called reporter, but when they start writing the news, they are called the buyer. Next is the lead. So what is the lead? The lead is the beginning of the news story. It's usually a one sentence that tells the who, the what, the where, the when, why, and how of the news. This is also what we call the summary of the story. The last one is, of course, the body. The body is the part of the news report that gives the full details or account of the story. It expands the W questions. This is also called the tail of the news. A while ago, we talked about the journalistic writing style of a news report. This is what we call the inverted pyramid. So again, the inverted pyramid is the style of writing where the story begins with the most important news in the first paragraph and ends with the least important details as presented in the following illustration. Look closely at the inverted pyramid. See how it is structured. The top first is who, what, when, where, why. That is the most important information. That is why it is called the summary or the lead. The second one is the supporting information or the key quotes, followed by another paragraph which also an additional facts, information, and quotes. The second one is the background of the chemical explanation, and then the least important information, which is also Now let's have some exercises. Let's find out what's more. We're just going to do it quick. So for activity 1, you are getting and understanding information from news reports by scanning the sample headline. I want you to look at the headline. So it reads like PH Coronavirus Watch, suspected cases per region as of February 28, 2020. Ponder on these questions. What information is given in the headline? What do you expect to find in the news story? And what does this headline mean to you? Just looking at the headline, it will give you right away what is to expect in the news. Moving on, for activity 2, we have to analyze the lead of a news story. Test yourself by analyzing it. Identify the 5 W's and 1 H information contained in the lead. You may get a paper and pen and write your answer. I'm going to give you a short note to read it. The news goes like this. DepEd suspends all students' events due to coronavirus. Manila, Philippines. The Department of Education, DepEd, on Sunday announced again the suspension of all scheduled national and regional events involving students as a precautionary measure against the threat of the corona disease or COVID-19. Now, let us check the answers. Based on the lead and on the news, who are involved in the story. If your answer is the Department of Education, you are correct. What is the event or what is the news all about? It is the suspension of all scheduled national and regional events involving students. If you get it correctly, that's excellent. Where did the story happen? It happened in Manila, Philippines. And when? According to the lead, it happened on Sunday. And of course, why did it happen? Why did the event happen? There
Studio.
should be none, because there is nothing that tells us how except how. I hope you get all the answers today.
Music Studio.
Now, did you miss something? Just go over the lesson and master them well. Visit our Facebook group account and see updates for a few more activities. Finally, we reach now our lesson ended. Have you learned something from today's lesson? If you do, you may click 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, or even 5 stars because I'm pretty sure that you have learned something. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you for watching. But before you go, please click the like button and subscribe. I hope to see you again for our next video lesson.